Hey everyone, it's Pete Genot from FatLossMethod.com, and today is part 4 of my unscripted video series on fast fat loss methods. And I finally said that without twisting my tongue. If you saw any of the other 3 videos prior to this, you know that I messed that phrase up. So I finally said it. Fast fat loss methods. Now, today I want to talk about the importance of setting goals and doing planning. And I'm not just talking about any goals, I'm talking about SMART goals. So, what do I mean by SMART? Well, the very first letter stands for specific. If you have a specific goal, that's much better than having a general goal. For example, a general goal would be something like, I want to lose some weight. A specific goal is more like, I want to lose 10 pounds. That's a little bit more specific. You can see how it's a little bit better, makes it a little bit more tangible. What's the M stand for? Measurable. You can't improve what you don't measure. So you want to make something that's very specific and very measurable. Like, I'm going to lose a half a pound a week. You can measure that. Or I want to lose 8 inches off of my waist. That's something that you can use a tape measure to find your starting point. You can measure your progress every single week, and then at the end of the time frame, you'll know exactly how many inches you lost. Third is attainable. That means it should be something that's not too far out of your reach. It should be something that's sooner rather than later, so it's not like, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds 10 years from now. It's something that's, I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 10 months. So it's something that's more attainable. R stands for realistic. Realistic, as an example, would be, oh, I want to lose 100 pounds by next week. Obviously, that is a non-realistic goal. But if you want to say, I want to lose 10 pounds in 10 months, then that's only a pound a month. That's much more realistic. And you can see that if it's a more realistic goal, it's something that you're more likely to try to achieve. And lastly, we have timely or timed. So what that means is you want to assign a very specific time frame to it. So you can see that I've created a pattern, and here's an example of a goal. I will lose 20 pounds and get 6-pack abs by working out 4 days per week to burn 1/2 pound of fat over the next 10 months. So you can see that it's very specific, it's measurable. I'm giving goals that are certainly achievable and reachable, and that's something that I'm much more likely to try to accomplish and then stick to it, as opposed to just making excuses of, why I can't reach it or why I failed. So here's what I want you to do today. Number 1, I want you to take your starting measurements. So that means measuring your chest, your shoulders, your chest, your stomach at the belly button, your thighs, your calves, your wrists, your biceps. I want you to take all these different body measurements so that you have your starting point. Then, I want you to take some before pictures. Get down into a bikini or a bathing suit and have somebody take a full body shot from the front, from the side, and from the rear. And then I want you to post that somewhere where you can see it every single day. So post it in your office if you work from home. Post it on the bathroom mirror so you can look at it every single day. Post it on the refrigerator or your closet where you keep your snacks. And use that as motivation of what you are starting, where your starting point is, and then you know what your goals are, so you know what you want your ending point to be. Next, and lastly, I want to talk about the importance of planning ahead, and that means both your meals and your workouts. If you can follow a more regimented meal plan, and you know in advance what it's going to be, or better yet, if you can even prepare those meals in advance, then you're much less likely to become hungry and eat snacks that are unhealthy or have too many dense calories, or going and eating like fast food or something like that because you become so hungry and you're running short on time, so you're going to take the easy way out and go out and buy some fast food instead of eating a healthy, nutritional meal that you prepare on your own. So what we like to do is once a week on Sundays, we'll cook enough, beef, chicken, turkey, whatever it is to last us throughout the week. So we'll just grill up a bunch of chicken breasts. We'll throw them in the freezer, and then we'll just thaw them out one a day, and then that's what we cut up to make salads and that sort of thing with. So if you can plan ahead with your meals and follow a very strict meal plan of, getting up and having breakfast at the same time every day, you know what your snack is going to be 2 hours later, having lunch at the same time, have another snack 2 hours later, have your dinner or your last meal of the day at 6 p.m. and don't eat any time after 7 p.m., then you're much more likely to stick to that meal plan and you have a more successful chance of losing weight and reaching your goals. Same thing with your workouts. If you can plan that you're going to work out these 4 days a week, every week, and you do it at the same time every day, and you schedule it in your calendar as if it were a dentist appointment, for example. So if you schedule a dentist appointment, you're not going to skip it. You're going to show up at that scheduled time. We'll do the same thing with your workout. And I recommend if you really have a hard time and life gets in the way and you have a family and lots of activities, during the day or after work, then you do your workout first thing in the morning. So go to bed an hour earlier, get up an hour earlier in the morning, and do that workout first thing just to get it out of the way. So when you do that, you'll know no matter what happens the rest of the day, you've already completed your workout, and you're not going to make any excuses later that you're too busy, you're too tired, something came up. All those excuses go away, and you just keep the workout going. So what I want you to do now is get a calendar out, write down the 4 days or 5 days a week that you're going to work out, and then take a day or two off in between. Write in like a W for a workout day, and then every day over the next month when you work out, just cross that day off. And when you get to the end of the month, if you do that following a healthy nutrition plan by planning ahead, I think you'll be much happy with your success, and you really surprise yourself. So thanks for joining me in today's video. I hope to see you next week on video number 5, when I'll get into some very specific nutrition strategies, and I'll share with you some of my favorite meal plans and some of my favorite snacks. So this is Pete Genot from FatLossMethod.com signing off, and I'll see you next week.